hope you're all doing well and taking care, and welcome to this brand new Doctor Who video on the channel. So today we have a brand new Matt Smith interview to discuss. Now I believe this interview was actually from earlier in the year, back in March, but somehow it's went undetected by the fandom and it's only now that it started trending. But yes, Matt is directly asked about the 60th anniversary and if he was invited back or not, and I thought I would just do a quick video discussing this interview because yeah, it might give us more of an idea what is going on with the ongoing anniversary celebrations.
But you didn't come back.
No.
There were like conversations.
I'm not back. I'm not.
You're never gonna come back?
I think so. I mean, who knows? I doubt it.
How many times have they called you asking?
Never.
Never?
Not once.
Come on.
Not once. No. Not once.
Sneaky
Yeah.
WhatsApp?
What?
Sneaky WhatsApp, like a little.
No, never. So no, but you know, I'm a fan now. I can enjoy it as a fan, and I like that.
That's true.
Yeah, it's good.
That's true.
And there we go, from the man himself, confirmation that Matt was not asked back for the 60th anniversary specials. So let's start first up with just presuming that Matt is definitely telling the truth here, and yeah, it is the truth and there's no lying or anything like that going on. I would be ultimately mixed on this because part of me is like sad, a little sad, because of course I would love to see Matt Smith back in the role. Matt Smith is my second favourite incarnation. The 11th Doctor is my second favourite, just after the 10th Doctor, David Tennant. And I love Matt Smith. I adore Matt Smith in the role. I particularly love how childish his version of the Doctor was. I know that wasn't for everyone, but I feel that Matt played that factor so well. But also, just with a click of his fingers, Matt can go from playing this childish Doctor to this very serious and dark Doctor, and that's what you need. You need someone who can balance both. If you're going to be a more childish Doctor, that's great, but you also need to have that dark edge at the same time, and Matt delivered that absolutely perfectly, in my opinion. So yeah, of course I would love to see Matt Smith back, and if this is true that Matt isn't coming back, even for just a cameo in the specials, I will be a little disappointed. I also hope that Matt wouldn't take it personally, because I have seen some comments on that video that Matt looked a bit upset that he wasn't asked back. I hope that wasn't the case. I hope Matt doesn't take it too seriously. Because the other side of it is, if Matt isn't coming back, I do get it, because it's clear the story that Russell is trying to tell with this 60th anniversary is not your typical multi-Doctor story. It's clear that Russell is trying to do something different. He's still trying to celebrate elements of the past. We are seeing that with them bringing David Tennant back as the Doctor. But they are doing it in a different way. It's not just bringing Doctors back for a typical multi-Doctor story. It's bringing a Doctor back who's going to be playing the latest and newest incarnation of the Doctor, and I am of course very excited to see how that's going to be played out by both the writing from Russell and how David is now going to play the role, considering he's not the 10th Doctor exactly this time around. But I do get it. If Matt Smith genuinely just doesn't fit, then there's no point adding him if it's just going to feel awkward or anything like that. So I'm sure if Matt Smith isn't coming back, it won't be anything personal. It's just, unfortunately, his Doctor wouldn't fit anywhere in the story. I'm sure that would be the reason for it. However, at the same time, there is always the possibility that Matt isn't being 100% genuine here, and he is keeping it a secret, and he will be involved in some role with the 60th anniversary specials. I still wouldn't rule that out completely. It is looking more and more unlikely the more we hear and the more direction that they are going in with this story. But it's not impossible, especially with Wild Blue Yonder. There's just so much secretness behind that story, and I would not be surprised if Matt Smith somehow fitted in to that episode. Maybe something goes wrong with David Tennant's regeneration and he goes to even other incarnations of the Doctor for just a few minutes. Something like that would be cool. If Donna was all of a sudden talking to the Doctor and he became Matt Smith, that would be quite a funny scene and a good way to incorporate Matt Smith just in the anniversary for a few minutes. Or we've seen recently with Tales of the TARDIS that Russell has went to more lengths to include more Doctors so far who are not involved in the main anniversary specials itself. And Russell surely must be aware how much fans want to see, especially Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi involved. I remember with filming of the anniversary specials, there was always comments on Russell's Instagram about where is Matt Smith, where is Peter Capaldi, where are they? So I'm sure that Russell is aware how much fans want to see Matt and Peter come back. And I'm still hopeful that maybe if they're not going to be in the anniversary specials themselves, they might be in something similar to Tales of the TARDIS. That is looking unlikely because we haven't had any confirmation that more Tales of the TARDIS are on the way, but you never know really what could be planned, or maybe there's going to be some sort of other mini-sode that will be released next week. I was thinking maybe it could be Children Need, but that's also looking pretty unlikely. It looks like that's going to be mostly focused on a sort of sequel or a prequel to Genesis of the Daleks, which is still very exciting. Still looking forward to that. But you never know really. Matt Smith could still pop up somewhere. As I said, I'm sure that Russell is aware that fans really want to see Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi come back, so I'm hopeful that he does ultimately have a role in the 60th anniversary specials. It most definitely won't be anything more than a cameo, but I would still love that, a bit of a nostalgia boost from the past, or maybe another on the side project that hasn't been announced yet. I also talked about this yesterday, that there are now rumours that maybe Karen Gillan could be returning to the show, because recently she's teased she's working on a new UK project with a fellow Doctor Who actor, and she's had to dye her hair ginger for this project, which has fueled speculation Amy Pond could be returning to Doctor Who in the near future. So maybe even if it's not in the 60th anniversary, maybe we're going to get more kind of callbacks to the Matt Smith era in the future. I would love to see Amy Pond and Rory to return, or to see the 11th Doctor pop up in the future of the show. Anything is possible. Russell has said he's opening up now more of the Whoniverse, so don't rule out anything out is basically what I'm saying. And yeah, I'm still hopeful that Matt will be involved in the 60th anniversary somehow, but if not, it's not the end of the world. We do have the 70th anniversary to come. I know that's a long time away, but I'm sure the 70th anniversary will be multi-Doctor, because by that point enough time would have passed between Day of the Doctor and the 70th to do a brand new blockbuster multi-Doctor story. Overall, that is my current thoughts on the situation. I know I have talked a lot about Matt Smith in the past, but the truth is, I just really want to see Matt Smith involved in these anniversary celebrations somehow. Same with Peter Capaldi. The only reason I'm not as confident with Peter Capaldi is because he said in interviews he doesn't really feel like he would basically want to return to the role as much as maybe other actors would. I genuinely feel with Matt Smith, if he was asked, and that interview kind of indicated it, he probably would happily come back. I just hope if he hasn't been asked, he hasn't took it personal, because as I said earlier, it's probably just because Russell couldn't fit his Doctor anywhere naturally in the story, and I wouldn't want him to unnaturally fit in. I wouldn't want him to be added just for the sake of it. But Tales of the TARDIS still gives me confidence that Russell wants to include as much as he can with the anniversary celebrations, and so far Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi, they do feel like the missing jigsaw puzzles of this anniversary. So maybe they will be involved somewhere. We will just have to wait and see what happens. But please, in the comments below, give me your own thoughts on this. Would you like to see Matt Smith return? And do you think he's maybe lying? Or do you believe he's telling the truth? And yeah, he just won't be involved with these anniversary celebrations, but maybe in the future, who knows? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. If you can, please subscribe. It really helps me out. I have lots more Doctor Who content coming soon. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.